Good morning.
Hey everybody. So,
Welcome to Buns of Steel.
the show where you sit and you squeeze your buns together
Together.
to tighten up and be able to belly dance. Actually, I used to do belly dancing when I was little, and they would tell us to sit. They would tell us to squeeze our bun cheeks. I'm not even kidding. When I was really little, like maybe 9, and I was supposed to sit and just squeeze my bum together. So I'm noticing that what's happening with this iPad stand, babe? The left lower one is not on. Is that so that they can see us? What's going on with that?
No, I just must have slid off, or I tried to put it on and
Should you
forgot.
go fix that?
Not if it's stable. It is held in 3 other corners.
So today we are groggy.
We got a big day planned.
But soon we will wake up. We're going to try this Wild Tree Purple Moonlight White Tea from Jinggu, Spring 2020. I got these great mason jars that are really dark amber glass, and you can't see through them. The sun can't get through them. And we're going to try that Moonlight Purple White against the Moonlight Purple Black. So it's called Moonlight Black Air Dried Purple Tea from Jinggu, and it is autumn 2019. So I think they're from the same leaves, processed different ways. This was a request from one of our lovely subscribers, one of our crazies, as we might start calling them. What do you think, Ethan?
Around the water cooler.
Another person who wrote on one of our videos said that he was one of our crazy. We are 4 crazy subscribers, he said, I think. And so anyway,
Just the beginning of an untold boulder rolling down the hill of subscription.
So we have some rainbows, hopefully, and maybe you can see some on the top of this new water heating contraption. So I decided I want to go all glass, all porcelain, all the way with all of my teas. So I ordered a glass pot for the stove, like a Pyrex Corningware glass pot for the stove. It came broken, so that we have to wait a little longer for another one. But that's what happens if you're going to work with glass. Things are going to break. I've already broken a lot of my teaware. So this is a pot that I have, and it came with this nifty tea warmer. Let's put it right here so you can see my tea, my other tea stuff. And I put boiling water in there. I have my thermometer in the. It doesn't keep it boiling. It doesn't keep it at 212 or 100 degrees Celsius.
It does slow the process of cooling.
Yeah. So before I was putting it in my double-walled, vacuum packed. What are they called?
Thermoflask?
I was putting it in that to keep it hot. Let's drink some tea. Okay, so here's the purple white. Ethan, what were you saying about these leaves before we turned it on?
Why, Raina, I was just thinking about how very broad they are, how relatively long, and not all curled up and shriveled like so many other teas. And I questioned whether it was due to them actually being bigger to start with, or actually prepared differently.
I can't get it to focus. Hold on.
You gotta let it
There we go.
autofocus.
So they've got some rainbows in them, but They're really large, sort of untidy leaves. Let's get it back focused on beautiful Ethan. They really do smell very good. This is like an apricot tea. We tried this in one of our other tea videos. I think we've tried it several times. We liked it so much. We drank it really fast last year. So I only got 50 grams of it actually. Oh my gosh. Let's smell the leaves. See if I can fit all of these leaves into my tiny cup.
Your tiny one?
My tiny one. Come on. They're not all fitting. But you know, they're not going to expand or anything, so we'll get them in there.
Let's just smell it for a second. It'll be fine.
Okay. Oh, so last night.
Thinking about. Interesting. A dark smell.
Interesting. Yeah, they're a little bit muskier than last year's. I might. Do I have a little bit of last year's?
Only you would know that right now.
They look the same. They're really pretty. They've got dark leaves. It's so hard to tell. I have so many rainbows happening right now, but they've got the lighter colored.
A range of colors. Question is, will there be a riot of colors and flavors?
It kind of smells like dried leaves.
Fancy.
Dried forest leaves with a little bit of sort of like a muskiness, a fruitiness. There's a little water at the bottom of that. Okay.
Should I get an overflow cup?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
So our next one, the Moonlight Black. The dry leaf on these smell really good. We shouldn't be. I'm trying to have better, like better tea storage etiquette.
Tea hygiene?
Tea hygiene.
Tea gene.
That's enough, I think. Slightly more compact leaves. Pretty dark. They still have, yeah, it's like, they look very similar to the white. Slightly more wrinkled up, and we have like some lovely dark brown, purplish colors with some black. Back on Ethan. So tell us what happened. Well, last night there were a lot of fireworks. Weren't there, dear?
Today is in fact July 5th, and here in the continental U.S., the 4th of July is seen as a kind of a cultural stand-in for war games, where people explode many a loud banger and a flashing light. Generally municipal governments, but also amateur enthusiasts. And apparently, because lots of places had their 4th of July celebrations canceled, the official ones, for COVID-19 related reasons, the black market was flooded with high-quality, low-priced fireworks this year. And people have been going off for the last month. I don't think
At least the last month. My God.
I don't think last night was an order of magnitude more fireworky than the previous month. I'd say it was only like a 36%
There were definitely more fireworks. The dogs have been hating it.
Dogs have been hammered pretty hard.
All across the United States, dogs are going through a really rough time right now. And you people who are doing this, you need to stop. You need to save the dogs. Like, seriously, it's really, really, really wearing out their nerves.
I mean, there's also fire risk. There's risk of people blowing their fingers off because they've got hand sanitizer on.
All right, let's try these teas. Let's try these teas. Do you want to do something?
You know I do. These are cards. Before cell phones, humanity often would spend long hours gathered around decks of lacquered paper. Hand-colored,
I shouldn't have
hand-painted.
done that. I really should not have done what I did. It's already been done. Oh, God.
What have you done?
It's just
I got it.
chaos.
Well, gently and smoothly.
I'm trying to get the right temp water, and I'm really fucking it up.
Here, I'll get a...
Can you get
a rag?
Yeah, so I've been using this heating system all week, and it's been okay, but
It's also kind of fun that it has a candle in it.
okay, I got it at 180, and that's kind of where I wanted to start, but it was because I used the heated water like a fool anyway, I can't talk before I have some tea. Let's just have some tea.
Once we get the first taste of tea in us, everything changes.
I actually haven't been feeling that well this week. And I'm trying to decide if you have a headache, do you go and get a COVID test?
Depends how chronic and recurring your headaches normally are and if you have other symptoms.
But let's just focus on having some beautiful tea and some beautiful time together.
That's
Ethan,
right.
tell them about your surgery.
Well, on March 31st, I was booked for a knee surgery, but they canceled it due to the gnarliness of the pandemic. And now I am booked for the same knee surgery on July 20th. And that is pretty exciting to me. And we have used this as motivation to try to make a really short backpacking trip happen the weekend right before my surgery. Get up into the high Sierras, into the beautiful natureness, breathe some real air, and use my original knee one last time.
Oh, that's strange to think about it like that.
I'm excited about having a different knee. I've done plenty with this knee. I've walked dozens of steps.
Weird.
Over many years.
They're kind of smelling a little bit like ginseng.
I like ginseng.
Or like a little almondy. But like a little like old almond.
That doesn't smell like ginseng to me, but I do like...
The purple white is starting to smell a little bit like itself. Fruity, purpley, florally. I wonder if it needs to age. One of the things about this tea is it didn't age that well. Like it kind of lost its flavor a little bit early, which I guess you can expect from... I mean, there's a lot of surface area getting touched by oxygen. It's not like tightly curled up. It's very open, and
this was before
it's also white, the
tinted jar times.
But that was before the tinted jar times. Ethan tells me, make sure you turn your phone on. His phone's ringing. Okay.
Not anymore.
We did do a video for you guys, by the way. Like, honey, can you turn the birds back on? I'm kind of missing the birds.
Well, it's pretty funny. I muted it here, and it's still going through the, what's it called?
Tell those people it's Sunday.
I turned on Do Not Disturb.
Let's try out the purple white.
So, I guess our secret's out. These are not local birds.
That wasn't going to be the... Oh, yeah. They know now.
Yeah.
Right. They know. Mm-hmm.
Subscriptions.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they could also hear the cars, the mini cars that drive by our house.
They can't probably hear.
Go ahead and try this. This is delicious.
What is it? Some sort of a cafe au lait?
It's really good. The purple white is very good. Even though I feel like the aroma, for whatever reason, is not quite happening with the dry leaves like it was just so delicious last year. Maybe that'll come around as it sits a little longer.
It smells a little seaweedy, but it
But
doesn't taste seaweedy right now.
it does kind of smell seaweedy.
It really does. Wow.
Maybe it's the cups.
Uh,
Smell the Gongdao Bay. Yeah, for some reason the aroma's not quite there, which is really interesting. But like last year, I remember it smelled like apricots. Like it smelled purple to me. It was like this delicious fruitiness, and like I remember it kind of smelled like I would describe as like hot sex. Clean, good fun, and
Rain is
now it
likes to think that smells are an absolute, but in fact, I have it on good authority that when a smell is highly colored by
It's
your
different.
emotional set and setting,
it's different.
I'm not surprised it is different, but
It's a different year, you know. I'm not sure what happened. It's fine.
it smells like
It might-
seaweed now.
Might need to sit around. I mean, I feel like we tried it close after the time that we got it, right?
What do you think? Do you think you want me to choose because I dealt,
I need you to try the black.
or I choose the game, or you choose the first game?
This is very interesting. This is the first steep, so, you know, we're going to get a lot more character out of it. It's kind of got some caramel notes.
It does. A little bit of grape nuts with honey.
It definitely still has that sort of ginseng, almondy thing going on. What is that?
Tastes good.
Kind of tastes like roasted fruits. Are you getting that?
Grape nuts.
Can you please explain to people what grape nuts are? Because I know that we have at least one viewer from Spain, and he might not ever have had grape nuts.
Grape nuts are simply the seeds from inside a grape.
No, it's not
And
true.
when they're dried and roasted, they are turned into a Post-owned breakfast cereal. They love it in America. By children, grandparents.
By grandparents mostly now, but
Wow,
so
way to make me feel old. Yeah, it was something I ate a lot of when I was a child.
yeah, I remember eating grape nuts as a child in the
They don't really come
80s
from
and
grapes.
90s.
I don't know what was
They're
that
made
whole
from
thing.
wheat,
Wheat.
from maybe whole wheat, maybe from wheat bran, and they're a very strange food item.
The
very
thing that's
strange.
good about them is that they're pretty good and crunchy right away, and as they get soggy, they continue to be good.
You can have them hot or cold.
Wow.
Look them up. Grape nuts. They look like a very small animal's
And with an aging demographic,
ding-along.
they need your help.
Ding-along. Ding-dong. I mean, that's... No, what I'm saying is they look like the dingleberries. They look like dingleberries.
Whoa. NSFW warning all over this episode.
So I'm doing this at about 180. It might have been more like 190 the first time, this time, actually, which maybe was not smart. I didn't cool it down at all. But these leaves, they're like leather. So what do you want to do with you? You gave them to us.
If it is my choice, I say we keep them all.
Here comes a kitty. Come here. Let's see if we can get him on camera.
Yep, that'll make it.
Can I have one more? That's a good boy. Come here. Let's see if he
Kitty
comes
is a bit of a diva.
up. Diva? I don't know what do you mean by that?
He will sometimes make noises on command.
Ah.
But he has an attitude about it.
He doesn't want to come up though.
He shouldn't. There's no room for him there.
I'm not gonna say that I love this purple black. I don't love it.
I do. very simple, very likable, very clean tasting.
I think I need to steep it longer. I'm gonna push it hard.
So we keep it all and you cut me.
Okay. I guess I just switched to some doves.
A little popping sound.
Hope you guys can hear the birds.
They can hear the birds.
So, this is a nice hand. I just have to think about what I want. That's why I'm looking. I'm thinking about what I want, and then I cut it, and then I get what I want.
That's how ESP works. That's just science.
It worked. There you go. Done.
Well, it worked for me too, but I just let her do the ESP. I let her do the heavy lifting with her brain.
Did that work for you too?
Sure.
That's great. So, have some tea. Really nice.
Well, I certainly do like the flavor of the tea that we're drinking.
It's really nice. I'm glad you said that, Ethan. It's there.
That's the seaweedy one.
It's got, maybe there's a little touch of seaweed this year. I'm fine with it. It makes it a little bit more...
Perhaps they rinsed it with salt water.
Complex.
Late in the process of preparation. Perhaps these tea trees were grown at the edge of a sandy shore.
Jinggu? No.
Half sand, half dirt, salt water lapping at their ground roots.
I'm pretty sure Jinggu is not near the ocean. It's central. We can look it up.
Perhaps the water from the ocean was so salty, so highly alkalized in the modern climate change time.
Birds?
The birds are having a good time.
Oh my gosh, I
they
left
ain't
this
got to
sleeping
defend
a
that
long
to you.
time.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. She likes to steep at a lower temperature for shorter amounts of time, usually.
Well, no, actually, the thing is...
I like higher temperature for a longer amount of time, so you get all the caffeine out of the tea into the water.
He is so not accurate right now. I think that people know that you like weak tea. Every time it's too strong, you're like, it tastes like...
Burning.
What do you say? It tastes like the green tea? What do you say?
Pine needles.
It's like piney, or you're just like,
piney,
it hurts
digging
you.
into my brain, digging into
so
my
he's
eyes.
he's really not, he's not being accurate right now. So Jinggu is in Pu'er City, so it's like Yunnan. I'm just looking it up right now. Do you guys like Google Earth, where it takes you to the place like you're in an airplane? Yeah, it's like a mountainous range between Linsing and Pu'er City in Yunnan. So it's kind of the middle. I mean, it's actually, it's kind of close to... You think I'm talking too loudly?
Just an idea. You talk louder than I do.
It might be kind of near the Gulf of South China Sea. You could get there maybe in a couple days. I'm not sure.
Is that a fact, kitty?
Okay.
Strident objections to his not getting a walk outside this morning. You lead, Reina. I follow.
7.
15-2.
Wait, are we going to continue with that game?
Yes, we'll now continue until someone wins.
I don't know am I beating you though?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
You're gold. I'm silver.
Alright, that's right.
Now that she realizes she gets the better of this arrangement, she's fine with it.
15.
2.
21 for 3. And now he's going to get 31 probably, of course.
21.
So that was a 7, an 8, and then a 6 was played. And so that's a run. Even though it's not in order, I get 3 points for that. And he got 2 points for the 15 from the 7 and the 8.
26 for 4. Kitty saw the master stroke of that pegging.
26
It is literally called pegging, what we're doing right now, this element of the
26 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
30 for 5. He put down a 5.
I knew there was a risk.
I put down a 4. And so I just got 5 points in a run. And this is beautiful. This very rarely happens for me.
Go.
And I'd like the go. Thank you very much.
Very
yes.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun now? 10.
15-2.
Oh my gosh. $22.
25. Put down a 3. Not as exciting.
31 for 2. Last card.
All right. So, this black tea. Maybe I should get that COVID test. I'm having some mucus or something. Anyway, I'm still not feeling 100%. I guess I'll just go and get it.
Get the COVID test.
But I want you to come with me.
Okay, well that will restructure our day substantially from our plan. Our plan was to do taxes and install a bunch of handrails to prepare for my knee surgery. And I'm very down. I don't think it'll take that long, and we should just go do it. I offered to do it yesterday.
Okay.
But actually, you told them you were going to come alone.
They'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anywho,
seems dangerous. They could refuse you the test first. I guess I could just go step out of the car and stand on a curb while you do it.
So, this black tea. Okay, one time I had a tea from Mayleaf, and it was called something River.
Mayleaf River.
It was a ginseng covered it was a ginseng covered oolong. I can't remember if it was a Taiwanese oolong or.
Are we out of that one?
What?
Are we out of that one?
Yeah, I really hated it. Like, it was one of my least favorite teas. This black has a little bit of that quality to it. Like, I'll encounter teas like that, and I'll say that they taste like ginseng, or they taste a little bit like some type of oolong that has this sort of like, for me, kind of like a little asshole, a little almond, a little ginseng. That's, you gotta go with what you know.
If the word fits, Raina, use it. Here, let's count our hands. You count first.
It smells really good. It's like musky, apricot, stone. Oh, there was one more thing that slipped me.
Ooh, I wish they could see
Fruit.
this.
Oh, kind of like
dancing little Superman.
There's like a little like lotion, but not like scented lotion, like just plain lotion. I guess maybe that has like a little gardenia or like, yeah, jasmine type of thing going on.
It's nice.
But so what I've been doing is I've been brewing the teas at a lower temperature initially, and then if I'm not getting what I want out of them, I'll brew them at a hotter temperature. Just playing around. Anyway, so we did make a tea video for you guys, but Ethan said he said my full. We're trying to.
The point is, no, I didn't. Never happened.
We have to edit out a little part of it, and then we can post it. What was that? What did we even try on that tea video?
4 teas.
The gingerme. We tried all the gingerme. We'll definitely post it. We tried a gingerme from a local tea shop. We tried gingerme from Verdant Tea, and we tried 2 gingermes that I just got from Yunnan Sourcing. The Robust and the Competition Grade. They were both very good.
Why don't you count your points?
Oh, yes.
She sometimes loses focus, forgets the main thing that's going on.
If I had an ace with our game, making the aces subtract and add, I would probably have a lot of points. But, alright. I've got a 15-2 with the 5 and 10. Another 15-2 with the 6, 4, and 5. I've got a 15, so that's 15, 2, 15, 4, 15, 6 with the 7, 3, 5, 15, 8 with the other 7, 3, 5, and then let me just, do I have any 15s? I'm kind of slow. There are not any others, I don't think. Let's see, I think I got them all, but he might muggins me. Let's see, I don't know, I got a nice fat run though. Okay, I've got a real nice fat run. I've got a 3 to 7 run with 2 7s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With the 2 is 12, plus the 8 is 20. Is that right, Ethan? You muggins me for nothing, anything. I think I got 20 points here. Oh.
Yep. 20.
Can I have my 20 points, please?
Nice counting, Tex.
It's not amazing for a 7 card hand.
It's a good
But
hand. Very good hand.
It's quite nice.
Here we have another perfectly fine hand, which is actually very similar with perhaps a little less 15-inch.
He's got a run from 4 to 8 with 2 7s.
So here we have 15, 2, 15, 4, 15, 6, 15, 8.
Oh my god, we had the same.
Exact
Oh my
same
god,
hand.
you also have 20 points.
I have 20 points.
Huh.
The same points in the same way.
Gosh,
Weird.
that's weird.
It's pretty weird.
That's pretty freaking weird. I mean, I just had the 3 and you had the 8. And I had a 10 and you had a jack.
That's why the
This
pegging.
is why we're together.
That's why the pegging was so intense that game. When your hands are very similar, there's a lot of opportunities for runs, a lot of back and forth.
True. It could have gone the other way, you know. You could have gotten that huge run at the end in the pegging. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's all
feeling
about who
that
goes
good.
first.
I think I need to take ibuprofen. It's summertime. I got a cold. We're seeing 0 people. I mean, I go to the grocery store. Maybe that's where I got it. I see the folks I work for, which is 3 people. They ain't going anywhere.
Dad did get sick last week, you said.
Yeah, but he thinks it was food poisoning.
People tell themselves that all the time.
That's true. I wonder how he's doing. I could have gotten from someone at the store. Historically, I get everything. For some reason, I just don't have shit built up to fight stuff off. Ethan almost never gets anything. That's why we thought we got COVID.
I did.
Ethan thinks he had COVID in March because I mean I have never seen him this sick. He had a terrible cough. Terrible cough. And I got something in, I think it was February. I think it was like, it lasted for like a month. I just had a terrible cough. But, you know, we couldn't get tested at that time. Anywho, it could have also not been. I mean, if it was COVID, we were very lucky. Very, very lucky. Have we already told you guys about this? I don't know. I wonder how COVID's treating other people. And I mean, like our subscribers. How is it treating y'all? Let us know. Rants, raves.
I got COVID-19, and all I got was this scarred lung.
I gotta heat this water back up. Gotta heat it
Yeah.
back up.
You guys, you know, the most important stuff besides cribbage is pretty much, you know, what's going on with professional tennis. And in professional tennis worldwide is a tricky sport. People come from all over, they play all over, very hard to control who goes where, yada yada. And we've seen some recent attempts at exhibition tournaments go pretty awry. And to be fair, these have been men's tournaments, where men were acting the fools, playing while not feeling great, spreading the sickness, rashes of positive COVID tests following. As opposed to the handful of ladies' exhibition events, where, as far as I know, there have been 0 positive tests, and the actions have been much more restrained, and they weren't using ball kids and towels and such, pretending it was just like old times. But, yeah, it's hard to know what's going to happen in the world of all the people who make their money from professional sports. It's going to be a huge contraction on the world stage. It's a little too close, I think, for anyone to see him or anything. He's very close.
Oh, he's such a sweet boy, though.
Very close. Very loud.
Boy. Say hi to Ethan.
Hey, kitty.
Yeah, what are we doing?
We should probably check the time and make sure we don't miss that COVID test.
Oh, he's so sweet. This boy. You know, I wonder if there's a tea out there that smells like cat's paws. You know when cats are sweating a little bit and they have a very distinct cat paw aroma. Do you know what I'm talking about? Dog with dog paws? Like you had dogs growing up. Do you know what dog paws smell like?
Dirt and shit.
they don't. It's basically like the equivalent of. It's basically the equivalent of the human armpit, you know, because cats and dogs can only sweat through their paws, so that's kind of their. It's like their armpit. I quite like the way that they smell, but I love animals. Did you guys know I have a horse? I bet you didn't know that.
How could they have known?
His name is Levi, and he sweats all over his body, except for through his hooves. This blanket, it's not bad. It's just, it just doesn't do a lot for me. Some people might really like it. If you like ginseng, if you like kind of a off, it's like almond, but it's a little off. Rancid almond. I don't know.
You might like it.
I'm
It's
gonna put
basically
really
bad.
hot water on it right now, like basically boiling, and see what happens. Ethan's a swisher. He's a swisher. Now suck in some now, and now breathe out through your nose. I hear a bee.
I think there's bees in the recording today. Either that or we got a big bee in our house. I've been hearing it for the last half hour. I hope this isn't too loud into the mic. I've been trying to play pretty gently.
Well, I've just put really hot water in my purple white too. You know, teas, they do change from year to year. You kind of can't get mad about that. That's just nature. The purple white is not exactly what it was last year, and I did love 2019's purple white, and it's a little different, and it might change as it sits around in my house, but it's just not going to be the same, and that's okay.
It'll have to be. I like it more than last year's.
No, you don't. You loved last year's.
Don't put last year's tea in my mouth, Raina. I can't remember it, but I think I like this more. That's my sense memory.
Okay.
Why don't you do a quick phone check? It made a noise a minute ago. We'll see how much time we have.
I think that it's fine. The appointment's at 10:40. Yeah, it's literally Kaiser reminding me. Can you give us another hand? Watson. My back's really hurting. I'm kind
Wow.
of a wreck today. I'm kind of a wreck. Are you trying to be Austin? He was being oh my god. Tell him about that.
Oh, they know. Play Ricks. Am I right?
During COVID, we
Escapes.
yeah, Ethan downloaded this game called Gardenscapes, and
A true engineering genius of gameage.
holy shit, that game is addictive. That game is disgusting. After we played, I would close my eyes and I would just see all of the matching fruits and things in my mind, and Austin is such an asshole. I hate him so much. I cannot believe how much I hate this man.
Yeah, he's our gardener. We're the inheritors of a large estate, and he's our gardener. But really, he's more in control than we are.
Does not do shit. Does not do his job.
I mean, technically, sometimes he does some magic. He'll, like, clap his hands and instantaneously do some
After
thing.
we've worked our asses off.
That's right.
Matching fruits.
On the other hand, he doesn't demand much of a salary. It's basically just we pay him, in stars.
Oh God. I know. Finally, we've stopped playing it, and quite frankly, it's my mental health has improved. Here you go, dear.
What tea is this? A new tea?
It's the Moonlight at a higher temperature for a shorter period of time. Or maybe not that much shorter.
Moonlight white, wild tree purple from Jinggu fight.
That's right. Gosh.
We also have to eat some amount of food before our trip.
Uninspiring.
She gets to make choices. Yeah. See how slide works on nylon with low action. The answer is not well.
This is definitely getting. We got a little bit more action on this black now. Why don't you try that, Ethan? See what you think. I watched a pretty cool video on how to make one of these slides out of a glass bottle, like a wine bottle. You score it with something sharp, like I think the guy used like a rasp, like a file, like a big metal file. And then you take some cotton or hemp, possibly. Something that burns well. And you dip it in some kerosene or lighter fluid or something. And then you tie it around that spot where you scored on the neck. Burn it. Twist it. Keep it away from your face. And dunk it in some water and give it a little tap, and it'll break off. And then you sand it. Try the black before it cools off.
Very tricky and low action. Easy to fret it out a little bit, Get that clack, get that muting of the sustain, the non-intentional muting.
So to go off something you were saying, you told them Djokovic, Dimitrov, Borna-Choric. What's our
Victor Troicki and his wife.
What's our our local U.S. guy?
Oh, Francis Tiafoe just tested positive a couple days ago. That's a little rough. He's just a real sweet guy. But if you go to tournaments and you hang out with the Magats,
they all be getting corona.
We'll see what happens. All we can hope is that these relatively young, relatively wealthy people have the resources to not die from their COVID. And don't spread it to too many less wealthy people who don't have the means to handle it.
So quite frankly, I would like to just get new cards.
No, we play this hand. Just play it fast. That's the way you deal with a bad hand. You can play it fast. Make a choice. Keep them or crib them. Or you could turn it into
crib.
You could turn it into gin. We have
crib.
That's our version of getting a new hand.
They've never seen that. I don't want them to see that. Okay, so
Are you ashamed of what you do?
I brewed these at a hotter temperature.
That was delicious.
Yeah, the black wants it hotter. This purple white, though, I think Ethan might decide no. This purple white does not want it hotter. I
like a good overbrewed black, but purple
it's
white
little,
may.
It's a little.
Where the pininess meets the sea.
It gave us more bitter notes. And
I like it.
I don't think it suits it. For me, it doesn't suit it. I would like it to be fruitier and the bitter kind of, rather than making it sweeter, like somehow, bitter. Sometimes bitter complements something. This for me doesn't complement it. So I would keep it under 200, 190, 180 to brew it. And then it lasts a really long time. But this black, I would brew it at above 190, above 200. Why you look? Why are you?
I thought that was a tasty cup I just had. Wasn't bad. Wasn't good, bad, ugly. It was just a cup.
I'm gonna cool off this water a little bit for my purple white.
Good. Next one will be very, very mild if you're going, as I thought that was not very strong, the way we just had that one.
The purple white?
Yeah, it was just a very, like, gentle flavor.
No, you know, maybe.
Oh, are we doing a crib? Is that what's going on, Raina?
Yes, dear.
Crib for you.
Yes. Get me. Thinking about it. Sure, why not? A 9.
It's a number.
Fine.
It's a card.
Got me a very small amount of points.
Scare card. 9.
15-2. Thank you very much. Played a 6. You see how we've woken up a little bit?
25.
You see how that works? See how the teeth helps with that?
We become brighter. Almost grating.
25?
25.
I can't go.
30 for the go.
Seven.
15-2.
Dang it, I could have played any other card. Last card.
So I got a decent cut here. I've got the 15-2 and the double run. 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, and a pair of 9s for 8. So I have 10 points. Some would say, in the world of normal cribbage, that's pretty good. Some pretty
How many
good
points?
stuff.
10?
10.
Did you notice that Ethan's been playing this game his whole life?
How could they have noticed? Our
Because
channel has only been live for...
Because you counted so quickly. All right, well, I've got 15-2. And that's it.
It's pretty rough.
So 2 points there, and then I'm not used to these hands that are... I'm not used to 2-point hands. This one's slightly better. I've got 15-2 here, and then I've got 15-2 there. And then so I've got 3 makes 7.
15-2, 15-4, and 3 is 7.
And that's it.
That's a great crib. And now you're ahead again, so don't complain.
I have been winning a lot. That's true. That's very true. Okay, I think we should wrap this up here pretty soon. We gotta take the kitty for a walk, have some breakfast, go get...
Swabs stuck up her nose and down her throat.
Well, see, that's the thing. This is the question that I posed to you guys. Oh, my candle's going out. I gotta get better candles. Do you go and get a COVID test if they're available to you at every sign of mild cold? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know the answer to that.
I think one of the reasons to go is that if you know that you do not have it pretty conclusively from a double test like this,
Right.
then it is ethical to continue to work. Whereas if you are feeling ill and you have this 5 to 14 day window in which you don't know if you're just at the beginning stages of a thing which could get bad, you're going out to the grocery store for your family. You're going out in public at least a little bit. You are continuing to put the world at risk. So I think the ethical thing to do is get the test. It is not like the tests are now so limited you're taking it away from someone.
Yeah.
At the start it would have been, and that was their deal.
Well, I sure get a lot of colds, so I guess I'm going to be having my brain prodded on a regular basis.
Right up there with the swab. Right up there.
All right.
My goal was to have slightly better posture this time. I didn't put on a hair tie even so that I'd be able to drink tea without getting my hair in it. I think I was somewhat successful.
Let him know.
Relatively.
Let him know. Does he have...
Normally, just for reference, my normal posture is about like this.
Was his posture?
So I'd say I had a 33% increase in posture awareness and height control. I'm preparing
Next time I have this white, I will definitely keep it. Now that I've hit it hot, it's lost some of those fruit. I would rather that it kept the fruity notes and the sweetness throughout all of the steepings of it, and now I feel like it's kind of muted. Even though I've dropped the temperature. You know?
I think it just tastes like water now. Hot water.
Alright, so there's another reason not to...
Don't blast it.
Don't blast it. The black, you know, blast away. What's some other great... I'm gonna... Maybe in this video I will post all of the teas that I bought. Because I bought some really nice blacks. Like unexpected, really delicious. There's 2 of them that I'll try together. Let's see what they're called. So here's our plan. This is my plan for tea videos coming up. Let's get another steep out of this one. So now we've done the much anticipated Wild Tree Purple Moonlight White and Black from Jinggu. Done. One of the nice things about the purple, and especially this Moonlight White, is that it does have a beautiful aftertaste. So as you're like breathing out through your nose, you could just, there's like floral, it's just like your head's just filled with flowers. It's really nice. I love it. I love that. A lot of the purples do that, and that's one of the things I love about them. So we're gonna have, I got a lot of buds. I got a lot of, I think I mentioned that to you guys, that I got a lot of the, they're called Yao Bao. So I got the sweet Yao Bao. I've got early spring sun-dried buds. I got a couple different years of those. So we're gonna have a tasting of those, all the different buds that I got, all the different years. I think I got at least, oh yeah, like I've got purple buds. I've got at least 5 of them that we're gonna do a video on and see if there's some differences. We're going to try all the purple teas. I'm not sure if I'll do them all at once, all the purple black teas that I got, because I've got the Da Xing Village Sea Cha Purple Black from Jinggu 2018. I've got the Yunnan Purple Beauty Black Tea of Simao from 2014. Wild Tree Purple Veritable Black Tea of Dehong from Spring 2012. Purple Needle Black Tea of Jingmai Mountain. That one is delicious. I really, really like that one. I've got the Feng Shi Yi Sheng Hong Cha Wild Tree Purple from Spring 2019. And a couple other purples. Light Roast Wild Tree Purple Varietal. That one's really good. I've tried that one. And Wild Tree Purple Varietal Black Tea of Dehong Spring 2020. So, my point is, there's a lot of them. I might break it into 2 videos, or maybe I can get enough tea vessels to try them all. It gets complicated, though, when we have that many teas. I get mixed up, as you'll see in the Jinjime. I got mixed up in the Jinjime video.
Hold on, bear with me here. What if we made little tiny place cards? A little paper thing with the name of the stuff right next to the thing, so we put it back in the same place every time.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to do. They could even see the names, reinforce the branding in their mind. The viewer's mind.
Reinforce the branding. That's not my intention.
You know, the point is that they'll actually see the color of the tea and then know what the name of that tea is. I'm not talking about making more money for the tea people. I'm talking about just making it so it's less confusing.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to do 3 even, that becomes reasonable. Like, see, in this case,
I think
we could
a
have those
3
labels facing the camera, but then that's like taking up camera space.
3 is easy. 4 plus is a challenge. This purple white is taking on so much water now. It's like hard to get it all out. It's not giving as much tea because they're like so soaked with the water, which is fine. That's nice. It's still got a thing going on. I don't know if Ethan likes that. I'll do again. Let's try the black last time. Give a little more to Ethan since I just drank his white. He didn't like it. I mean, how's that black there? Try that black, babe. I've also got some nice white teas. I've got early spring snowbud. We tried the jasmine silver needle white tea.
That still tastes good.
You like that? So there's still and I don't know if you guys even know this. I got some Taiwan sourcing tea. We tried this one yesterday. The organic Osmanthus GABA oolong. We've got a how do you say this? Baozhan, the Dragonfly Baozhang Oolong Tea, and we got Yuchi Rhythm 21 Nectar Melody Bug Bitten Black Tea. Yeah, so there's even more, you know? Ween?
We just played this song last night.
Is it Ween?
Yeah, it's the Argus.
Well, it also sounds like another song to me, so I'm just clarifying. He's so offended. It was also on a different instrument.
It's true, it was down a whole step in G minor at the time.
Like, it almost sounds a little bit like Tool or something. Like, there's this one part that sounds like a Tool song to me.
I know what you mean.
Do you know the part I'm talking about?
It's one of the greatest compliments Ween has ever been paid.
No, I mean, play it again. It's dun, 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 that part. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I do think that there is something to the idea that melodic application of parallel fourths is in fact a Tool thing.
There we go. There it is.
But they don't own that or anything.
No, but...
But it is also true that at their best, Ween has escaped their genre, such as it is, and hedges into psychedelic prog territory, which is arguably where Tool started out as a hardcore scream prog, basically became psychedelic rangers of the modern rock band.
And basically, we love you and we hope that you have a great time until we see you next. And Drink tea.
If you want to.
Play some music.
Play some cards.
And we'll see you next time.
And scene.
Oh, something is wrong. It's all, gosh, we really suck at this.
I will not take any blame. I told you to do a test. What happened?
The screen is all, the screen is completely, oh, you know, I think maybe we're low on power? I can't even stop the video. Yeah, low battery.